Hey, what's up you guys? I'm Sara Lubratt, and today's video is going to be all about trying to figure out my routine, including my writing routine, and just how and when I choose to get my work done, and I choose to go outside, and I choose to do my writing and everything. But with that, if you go on to enjoy this video about trying to figure out my writing routine and experimenting with some days, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up because that really supports my channel by telling the YouTube algorithm that you liked it and somebody else might too. And now without further ado, let's get into exploring and trying to figure out my writing routine.
Good morning. Today is June 14th. I have spent the last 2 weeks, aka the first 2 weeks of my 6-month goals, not accomplishing as much as I want to be accomplishing, which seems like it should be a relatively easy fix as long as I go back to focusing on what I'm trying to accomplish and why I'm trying to accomplish it. And so starting today, we're really going to start working on my routines again. And so it is 11:42 in the morning right now. I have been working from bed. I've already taken a phone call meeting and was working on editing some YouTube videos, as well as watching through one that went live this morning. No, staying in bed until almost noon is like not my goal necessarily, but I was up really late writing and being really successful with the writing session last night. So we're just gonna take it in stride and move forward from here. The next thing I want to do though to work on waking up and getting into more of a daytime headspace is getting up, getting a glass of water, and then journaling.
One of my favorite affirmations, and one that has been my favorite for a while now, is I am wild, I am wonderful, and I will succeed. And I feel like that is a great way to start my day off, with ending my journaling session with that. I am wild, I am wonderful, and I will succeed. So far in June, and AKA the first 2 weeks of my 6-month goals, I have not had a day where I've been able to cross off every single one of my habits that I want to be doing. So my goal with today is to do that. And I already have a solid start with my journaling. I posted one reel and I worked on a YouTube video. And now I'm still waiting to get an email for my work assignments for the week. So while I wait for that, I might as well sneak up on writing for today because now it is 12:05 and I very often push writing off to the end of my day. And then sometimes it doesn't happen because a social thing will pop up or something that just will push my writing just out of the picture. So then I won't write. And that is something that with my new routine that I'm trying to develop, I really want to work on, because during my daytime, my actual, whenever I wake up to 3 to 5 p.m. seems to be the time that I have the most control over, which is not true because I can always say no to social plans, but social plans tend to pop up in the evenings. So if I prioritize writing and getting book work done and stuff earlier on in the day, I might be more successful in the amount of time that I can devote to writing and the consistency across days that I can devote to writing. And so that's what I'm going to work on right now, is editing a chapter for draft 5 of Project DE, as I of course continue to drink my water. Now that I've made my breakfast, I've been watching a lot of Lynette Adkins videos recently, and so I'm gonna go back to working on editing a YouTube video while I watch some more of her videos.
We are all capable of greatness, but why do we often get in our own way, especially when things are going well? Think about the thoughts that you're experiencing as leaves running through a stream. It exists, right? You can't make it not be there, but what you can do is watch it go down the stream. You are the observer of that leaf, you are not that leaf. There's gonna be self-sabotaging thoughts, but the more you learn to observe them and take your attention away from them quicker, the less power they have over you, right? The more you can spend time doing what actually fulfills you and makes you happy.
2 hours and 15 minutes later, it is now 3:15 p.m. I just finished rough chopping a very long video that will probably need to be run through 2 more times before I can put it up, but this isn't going to go up for probably about another week, so I'm doing okay on that front. However, in about 45 minutes, I'm going out to the pool with one of my friends, so I have that 45-minute chunk to both get ready for the pool and check in with work and send some work emails and stuff, so that's what I'm doing next. So I went to the pool and I tanned with a friend, and then I went to the grocery store, and then I grilled out with some other of my friends, and so I can successfully mark off 2 more things on my habit tracker for today, and that was sunlight/outside and social. And now it is 10 p.m. I just got back to my apartment. I did set an alarm, and I told my friends that I wanted to be back in my apartment by 10 because I'm working on reclaiming my time. Everybody was very respectful of that. I have worked earlier on rereading the first of 2 chapters that I rewrote yesterday just to make sure that it flowed well. I was actually really impressed with how it turned out, and so that's what I spent about 45 minutes, I believe, earlier doing. I do want to reread that second chapter and then maybe start working on the next chapter, and so I will be doing that in a little bit. I didn't really fully look at my habit tracker until just now though, and I realized that I'm not going to be able to cross everything off today, primarily because one of them is Fiverr work. And I currently don't have any active orders on Fiverr because I just finished up a big one yesterday. And so that one I'm not going to be able to cross off tonight. I still technically have hiking/movement that I could check off if I do like some yoga or something, which I think I want to do because I'm going hiking tomorrow. And so I might as well just like stretch out my legs and make sure that I'm like good to go for tomorrow. And then also audiobook/podcast/reading/learning. And I have an audiobook that I'm currently listening to, and I have a couple podcasts I could listen to, and so maybe that's what I do while I'm stretching. So earlier today, I told myself that I was going to be in bed by midnight and that I wanted to finish rereading that second chapter that I rewrote yesterday just to make sure that everything was flowing really smoothly. I did not have the concentration for that, which kind of sucks, but I can do that tomorrow, and I'm perfectly okay with that because I still spent 50 minutes on my book work today, which I'm happy with, and now it's accidentally 1 a.m. because I kind of got on like a late night roll with filming some reels, and I filmed 16 of them in the last hour, all kind of accidentally. I was just scrolling, and then I would like a sound, film the video, scroll to the next sound, like it, film a video based off of that, and I did that with like 16 reels in a row, which was great, and I think they're really funny, but I can't tell if it's like 1 a.m. delusional brain funny or if they're like actually funny. However, that being said, I am happy with the stuff that I've done today. I have just been wanting to sit down and watch a Netflix show for a little while. I started watching First Kill yesterday, maybe the day before, and honestly, it's bringing me back to the excitement and stuff that there was when I was in like high school with like Twilight and the Hunger Games and like all of like the YA angsty high school stuff. And honestly, I'm really enjoying it because it's reminding me of like simpler times, and honestly, it's like kind of a fun show. It's not great by any means, but like it's kind of fun. And so I really want to sit down and do that, and then I might have some dessert or some tea while I'm doing that, and then I'm going to go to bed. So with that, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I had good intentions to go to bed at a decent time last night, as in like before 1 a.m. and I wasn't in bed until 3:30. And so after a year and a half of working at my job, I accidentally slept through a meeting. So whoops, it's not good. It's not good. I've already sent my apologies. So now I'm doing some work because I'm going hiking in about an hour, and I'm trying to pull myself together as a human and like wake up. So I have not done what I wanted to do to start my day today.
So I got back from hiking and then I immediately went downstairs and went hot tubbing, and then we just got out of the hot tub and now we're gonna go for a walk, even though it's dark outside because I'm going with other people. It is now 11:50 p.m. I just got back to my apartment. I feel like I have some degree of focus right now, so I am gonna sit down and reread the second chapter that I rewrote 2 days ago, which is basically the one that I didn't get to rereading yesterday, because I think that I can sit here while I'm eating my lovely vegan croissant with some almond butter and like kind of like start winding down for bed. And then after that, I may or may not watch an episode of First Kill. I'm not sure yet. My routine today was not totally what I wanted it to be, and I'm still like mad at myself for missing a meeting. But overall, I think that today has been really, really lovely for what it was. And I think that a lot of it was just that I was outside for so much of today. So not like ideal routine, but also like not mad about like, you know, most of it after this afternoon. So let's get to working on a little bit of rereading. So I just finished rereading that chapter and I'm very happy with it actually. I was kind of worried that because I had been adding stuff and moving stuff around that it was going to be kind of choppy. Actually really happy with it, but I just looked over my shoulder and I saw the moon. So let's go look at it. It is now almost 2 in the morning. It is 1:56. I just finished up doing like an hour of work stuff while I was watching my TV show, because that's how I was justifying my TV show, just to make sure that I'm sitting at a good spot for going off of work tomorrow. So with that being said, I did want to take a moment to work on filling out my habit tracker for the day, see how much I was able to accomplish. I did work on writing/book work, which was lovely, which is one of my 2 top priorities. And I also did the other one, which is hiking/movement. And it's really great because not only did I go for a hike today, I also went for a walk. So I think I'm like very covered on that front. Did I post at least one Instagram reel? Yes, I did. And my reels bonus is going to be restarting on the 20th. Today was like the 15th. And so I'm kind of tapering off to like once a day just because I'm almost at the end of this cycle. And then I'll start posting 3 to 5 a day again when the new cycle starts, but we're not there yet. Did I work on YouTube? I responded to YouTube comments. I'm going to check that off. Did not work on a video, which is fine. I can do that tomorrow. Fiverr work, no, because I don't have any active orders right now and I'm waiting to verify my account again. Sunlight/outside, yes. Was I social? Yes. Audiobook, podcast, reading, or learning? No, I didn't. Even though I was talking about podcasts today with somebody, I didn't actually like listen to anything. So I'm not going to cross that one off. Journaling, gratitude, or mindfulness, I have not yet, but I do think that I'm going to do some of that as I'm getting ready for bed. So I'm going to cross that off. And no alcohol, which is one that I added the other day because I'm trying to get better about that. Just because my friends are, you know, being very social and there's always like alcohol involved. And I'm just trying to get back on top of like not doing that very often. So overall, I would say that today was like rather productive and like rather good. So nice. Well, that was the 15th. I will see you guys tomorrow on the 16th for hopefully a slightly earlier start to the day, but we'll just see. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, not quite going to bed yet apparently, but after some consideration, even though this morning did not start off going my way with the whole work scenario, I was still able to work on writing and hiking. And I didn't think I was gonna get around to writing this evening. And then when I got back from walking around the park, because not only did I do one workout today, but I technically did 2 of them, I was able to get some writing in. And so all things considered, those 2 things being my top 2 priorities, I did both of those. And so even though I felt really weird about the start of my day, I would say it worked out pretty well. I'm actually very, very happy with how it ended up. Good morning. It is June 16th, currently 10:17 a.m., which is great. It's better than it was yesterday. And I just spent like the last 45 minutes responding to Instagram reel comments. So basically I woke up between 9 and 9:30, and then since 9:30 I've just been responding to comments. However, now it's probably time for me to get out of bed and start actually working on my job. So let's do that. I finished up work at like 11:04, and then I did my dishes and I worked on cleaning my kitchen and my entryway a little bit, and then I ran a load of laundry. I made myself some breakfast. So now it's 12:19 p.m. I'm technically on my weekend, which is great. I am going to try to not go outside though for a while, at least not until this evening, because I know as soon as I go outside and I lay in the sun for my like lizard time, I will probably not be productive again today. So I'm trying to keep that in mind, and it's already 81 degrees. It's supposed to hit 97 today, which is insane. Otherwise I would go hiking, because that's way too hot for me to be out hiking in. So while I'm still eating my breakfast, I'm gonna work on watching through one of my YouTube videos and getting that prepped, and then I'm going to get ready, put on makeup, film an intro and an outro for one of my YouTube videos that's going up tomorrow, and then probably film some more reels just so that I start like building up my backlog so that I have lots of options for when the next Reels Play bonus segment starts. So like the next month that starts on the 20th, because at least for me, that's when mine refreshes. And so that's the current plan, but I'm currently watching through a YouTube video. I'm currently working on my vlog from the beginning of the month, and I'm watching this part of the video.
The other side of Salt Lake City, and oh my gosh, I'm so close. Like today is Sunday, I move in next Monday.
And I teared up when I was filming this. I'm tearing up like editing this part, but it reminded me that today is June 16th. So even though I moved in on June 1st last year, June 16th is when all of my furniture and all my stuff showed up. So as of today, I have now had all my stuff in my apartment for a year. And yes, I will continue stretching this out and celebrating it, because the little wins matter.
But when I get the keys for my new apartment, I might not have my stuff yet. So I'm just really trying to embrace like the liminal space that I'm in.
I finished the second of 3 edits on a long vlog that I'm currently editing, and so now I just finished getting ready. So now I'm going to sit down and film an intro and an outro to another video, and then I'm going to work on filming some Instagram reels. I ended up filming 19 reels in 4 different outfits. This is my last one, and I am starting to feel a little fatigued, so I'm going to sit down, have a snack, probably watch some Netflix or something and kind of chill out for a minute, and then I will probably end up heading outside. I did forget to mention that when I was getting ready, I was listening to an audiobook, and I actually finished the audiobook. So I just finished listening to The Psychology of Money, which was great because that's finishing another book. Okay, it is now time for me to start season 6 of Peaky Blinders, because I have not watched it, and it's been 6 days since it came out, and I am very, very excited. And I honestly am perfectly okay with the fact that I only worked on writing or editing tonight for like 20 minutes and that I didn't work out, because today is like my primary day off. I might go work out or hike tomorrow, but right now I'm very content and happy to just sit on the couch and start season 6 of Peaky. Good technically afternoon. Today is June 17th. I really enjoyed my evening last night and just getting to like veg out and start season 6 of Peaky Blinders. I also finished the first season of First Kill, because there's only 1 season out right now. And so I had a really lovely evening just like relaxing and catching up on TV shows last night, and like not putting too much pressure on myself, and like not feeling guilty for not writing for more than 20 minutes yesterday. And even considering all that, I was still able to get a lot done on my habit tracker, because I did technically edit for about 20 minutes. I did not go hiking or work out, and that's okay, but I still posted a reel. I still worked on YouTube. I worked on clearing up something with my Fiverr account, because for whatever reason, I have to like give identification to like verify my account again. I was social, I got sunlight, I listened to an audiobook yesterday, and overall just had like a really lovely day. So with that, we are going to start today, which is Friday, June 17th. And I just got out of bed. It is a little after noon. Just kidding, it's 1:09 p.m. I've been up for like 2 hours, but I was just laying in bed and again, enjoying not having to do anything. So I think I'm gonna make myself something to eat, and then I'm going to sit down and do some writing, because this is how I want to start my day today. All right, I just finished chapter 20. Okay, so let's chit chat for a few minutes. My goal that I set when I set my 6-month goals, which started at the beginning of June, which was 17 days ago, I said that I wanted to spend June and July finishing draft 5. Okay, good to know, great. However, I am on page 71 of 287 pages. So let's pull up my calculator and do some math that's probably gonna make me kind of sad. Okay, so 71 pages out of 287 is almost 1/4 of the book done. That's good, that's great, that's good. However, I have like 45-ish, well, just under 45 more days to finish draft 5 if I want to stick to my 6-month goals. So that being said, I still have just over 3/4 of the book to do. So now I'm going to count up, not including today to give myself a little bit of wiggle room. I have 43 more days until the end of July and 216 more pages to do. So if I divide 216 pages by 43, I have to do roughly 5 pages a day. Honestly, that doesn't sound that bad until I have to start like fully rewriting chapters again, which will be happening towards the last half of the book. That's like high enough of a number, but also still low enough where that's motivating and not super crazy stressful. However, I also have to keep in mind that I know that I will have days where I don't write and days that I write more and days that I write less. And so it's all about just like averaging out at like roughly 5 pages a day in order to hit my goals of finishing draft 5 by the end of July. So with these couple days of experimenting, I kind of realized that there is no cookie cutter writing routine or routine at all for me. And honestly, it's like kind of frustrating and kind of freeing. And yes, this is something that I've had an idea of for a while, that because my days are so varied, I don't have like a strict routine that I can follow, especially because the majority of my job is just doing my job when job things pop up. So with that, in this case, I really do think that my habit tracker is my best friend, because on my habit tracker, I have prioritized writing and hiking, which are my top 2 priorities, especially for the next 6 months, with my 6-month goals. And then I can just kind of filter through and try every day to work on as many things on my habit tracker as possible to just kind of check in with myself and kind of track how I am doing with my priorities. So I really do think that writing and hiking are going to stay the priorities. That has not changed at all. But I also really like that my habit tracker also allows me to track other things, like how much I'm posting reels or working on YouTube, when I'm working on Fiverr, when I'm outside, when I'm being social, when I'm listening to an audiobook, podcast, reading, or learning, and when I'm journaling or practicing gratitude. So those things have been very nice. And I'm not sure this one is available anymore, but it was a free download from Clementine Creative. And I've used these for years at this point, and I love this format. So with that, I guess I still don't really have a writing routine, but getting ahead of it and trying to write as soon as possible in the morning is one of my best bets, especially if workloads are fairly light. I would say like the earlier on in the day, the better for me. I would love to hear about your writing routine, so you should drop a comment down below and tell me what that looks like. Kind of seeking a little bit of inspiration, because as much as I don't think that I can actually have like a full writing routine right now, I want one, I crave one, but I just don't think that's gonna happen for me right now. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Sara Lubratt, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.